Powerful, sporty, and modern. This isn't something we refer to in a Maruti. Unless we do. Most of the Maruti cars aren't regarded to be good looking and always boring. But unless Maruti thought otherwise. Enter the Ignis, a fun, young, sporty car that's meant to target the younger appeal and the younger generation. But what's really changed in this new facelift? Is it an improvement and does the car perform better? We are here to give you a first review. Stay tuned. Why don't we talk about what changed on the car while we are on the outside? So you got a new U pattern chrome front grille that's different from the earlier car, along with LED daytime running lamps that's again the same, and you still get the same bumper with a bull bar kind of shape ahead. Coming to the side, you got the same Fox Air unit that channels air to the engine, but it's just a fake unit. And you still have the same 175 by 65 R15 tires. You also get the same roof rails that are chunky in feel and add to the SUV flavor of the car. While at the rear, you got a sloping roof. You got a new roof spoiler and a sloping roof line with 3 shark fins like design on the side that kind of add to the design flavor of the car. What's also nice are the large protruding wheel arcs that kind of add to the design flavor of the SUV-ness of the car. While the tailgate isn't really to everybody's taste because the taillights have a bit of an old design to it and it's not really to everybody's liking. But that's about the exterior. Let's check out the interior. Talking about the interior, the funky theme continues on the inside and you still get the same ivory, white and black dual tone dashboard with funky layouts. You get lovely square shape AC vents in the middle and circular ones at the side. You get a lovely 7-inch touchscreen that comes with Maruti latest Smart Play Studio with all your controls. You got a Suzuki Connect app you can call and you got your music controls as well. You also got an aircraft like AC climate control system that can toggle like switches so you can switch on and switch off the AC. And down lower you got your USB charging ports. One is a 12 volt and another charging port at the side along with a storage space to keep your phone or something and twin cup holders at the front also. Other than that, you got a large glove box with neat and you can keep your RC book peacefully along with your other storage, and you got a small coin holder on the top. The instrument cluster is very nicely detailed along with a small MID screen and nicely detailed switches. I've also got a switches along. You also got lovely steering controls where you can access the touchscreen and your phone controls as well. The seats in itself are very supportive and well comfortable. You got a good view out. You got your seat height adjuster, so you can adjust your height as per how you want. The area for your foot well, so your leg doesn't interfere with the dashboard or the steering, and you have a good view. So that's about the front. Let's check out the back. But the back seat is very spacious and comfortable. However, tire support is a bit less, which leaves your legs wanting for more. Stretching out your legs is not much of a problem. As you see, the seat is on its own design in a way where you can keep your legs spacious, and the large window also gives you a good view out. Another good thing are these adjustable headrests which can be adjusted for your space, and although you don't have AC vents here at the back, you have a bottle holder which can store a very large bottle. Sitting a third passenger here, however, will be comfortable, but yeah, sitting a third passenger here would be quite comfortable. The tunnel in its way is not so high, so however we would suggest this place as usual for a kid only and 2 adults at the side. Talking about the engine, it's a 1.2 liter K12 4-cylinder petrol engine. It makes about 83 PS and 130 Newton meter of torque, and that's the same in BS6 norms as well. But now the engine behaves, it's very smooth and easy to take off. Like if you are driving in the city, you can go in lower gears. Like I'm now in 3rd gear, you can get it down like to almost 1000 RPM and it picks up without a fuss. Out on the highway the car drives smoothly and there's very little power difference. The car pulls all the way to 4000 RPM quite easily. You also get a nice commanding view out of the car. It's a hatchback, but you almost feel like you're sitting on a crossover stance SUV. You got a large glass house area and a good commanding position. You can adjust the seat however you want. You got the steering right in your reach. That the steering could do with a bit more feel, especially when out on the highway or when you're making tight turns or parking the car. So we're now in the AMT Ignis, and the AMT is quite smooth and easy to drive. You can, if you're ambling around town, the gearbox gives a it's very smooth and there are no jerks that you feel. However, if you do feel it, you still need more and more power. You can slip it into manual and slip it into manual and change gears, wherein it does not really change the character of the engine. Driving at city speed, the AMT, as I said, is quite smooth, and even in the shift from first to second, you hardly feel any jerks. What's a nice touch is the gear shift indicator, which shows you which gear you are in, so you know that you are in control. As you see now, the amount of slope, the car is not rolling down. A tap on the pedal and it's starting moving forward again. Driving the AMT at higher speeds is quite smooth, and even the way the car goes into the corner, the power just keeps on coming and comes in a very smooth manner without any jerks. As you see, I've almost reached 120. There's a nice sporty note that's come inside. And it's far easy to drive as well. Whoa, it's the best AMT I have ever seen. The performance is just amazing. You use the manual mode for fast driving. Yeah, it responds. And now you just slip it into manual, and even the stability is quite good. As you see, we've already got the high speed warning buzzer that's telling us, okay, you need to calm down, you need to slow down. Again, it's the same 1.2 liter 4-cylinder engine, and I would like to say from the Celerio till the Ignis today, the AMT is very well improved. It's really delivered on performance and it really performs well. Also, the compact footprint means running away out of highway traffic is quite easy, and you can zigzag around the town without much of a problem. Talking about the suspension, it's made up of a MacPherson strut at the front and a torsion beam at the rear. And wow, we must say Maruti has done a fantastic job with the suspension of the Ignis. The way the car glides over the potholes and bumps without a single turn, without throwing out of a seat really shows. Maruti's entire concept of marketing the Ignis as a urban crossover or a go anywhere small car really works, as the car really glides over the potholes, bumps, or even the sharper ones out on the highway. Now let's take a look at some of the features of the Ignis, shall we? So there it was, a full review of the Ignis facelift. We've driven the petrol manual and the petrol AMT, and we are blown away. The petrol manual is a fun to drive, very well mannered car. Even out on the highway, the way it handles, it stays quite planted and hunkered to the ground. And even the overall handling and the suspension of both the cars have blown us away. The steering could do with a bit more feel in both the cars, but isn't too much of a worry since the Ignis is more of a city car. But out on the highway, yeah, it could do with a better feel. The AMT, on the other hand, is in an amazing, well-designed gearbox from the earlier cars like the Celerio and the Swift to the Ignis. Today, it's very well improved and well suited to overall behavior, and even out on the highway, the way it behaves, it really screams performance. Think about the Ignis facelift. Is it an improved car from the earlier one? Let us know in the comment section below. Hope you enjoyed this video and hope you enjoyed the drive. Till then, happy motoring. Do subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon.